Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft Mech and Magic. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. That's because I've lost several episodes. I spent like an entire week trying to recover them, and alas, I could not. So I'm recording this one instead. You'll see a lot of stuff that you haven't seen me create, but those will come later. So it's going to be kind of weird because I'm going to go over what I've done just to kind of prep what the next episode is going to be about, essentially. Pretty much, because that's about it. You've already seen what I'm wearing, essentially, because this is not what I was wearing in the last episode, because that wasn't as ahead of time. But anyway, I just figured I'd do this, because last time we left off, if I remember right, on the video chain, we were working with the Britannia stuff, and that's why I'm standing here. That's because the Britannia stuff is built. It's over here. It's all set up. What I did in the next episode, one of the ones that was lost, is I finished building this up, and I made runes and stuff, and I got it all set up. And I spent a very long time. It was like 2 episodes. I built this. This right here is a system that allows it to create living wood and living rock automatically, essentially. So it's quite nifty. And I also have my jaded amaranthus up here. I never did set up an automated system to harvest them. But like if I pop this, it vacuum hoppers up into it, and it's quite nice. But if this drum gets a redstone pulse, it will shake and get some more. Oh, I was gonna have to move the pool. That's what it was. There's a reason I never set it up. I thought there was a reason I probably never set it up. Also, does this have liquid in it? Okay, I'm gonna go get some wood and show you exactly what this does. I need some stone and some wood. The glitteriness is the spectator. I'll make it quite later. I have a pressure plate there as well. I'm trying not to show everything right yet, but if I put stuff here, I put wood here and stone here, the system will kick on, or it should kick on. It should kick on. Why you no kick on? Why is it not dropping things? That's the thing that gets me right now. Why are you not dropping things? I just put a button down. Why do I have buttons in my inventory anyway? I don't even remember why I have buttons in my inventory. I know what I was doing, but I don't understand why there's buttons in my inventory. There you go. There's stone being dropped. And that flower there on the right should pick it up and place it down onto this. It's not working for some reason. Maybe there's not enough. There it goes. There it goes. For some reason the wood is not dropping. I don't understand why. Maybe because I put spruce wood in there? I don't understand. There you go. But yeah, right now there's a whole bunch of stone right there, so it won't drop the other stuff. There's a whole bunch of redstone contraptions underneath there, but this stuff will pop into living rock in a minute. And these right here, the redstone active spreaders with these lenses here, they'll pop them. These lenses will break them, essentially, and this vacuum chest that I have set up will basically vacuum chest them. I was trying to get it to do it once, essentially. And these are my other ones, other pure daisies that I just set here. I just set them there just to chill. There it goes. They're popping now. I think I just did that just in case they did pop the other ones. That's probably why I did that. And these things should fire in a moment. I don't remember exactly the timer I had it set on, but yeah, they should pop. I don't have a way to get mana over here automatically. I think that's why I had the system turned off. And it should fire soon. But this is a, what is it called? It is a Ranucarpus. So Ranucarpus, and what it just does, it will pick up based on. It'll place things within a certain. It'll pick up things in a certain range and place them on whatever block is like whatever colored block, uh, whatever dedicated block is underneath this grass block underneath it, which is in this case is gray wool. On this side, it's brown wool underneath it to dedicate the wood, essentially. I was waiting for it to pop. I was waiting for it to fire, just so you can see it actually fire. I mean, it did fire once, but that was before it actually had anything laid out, which is interesting. The Botania stuff is the first thing I did. I had like 2 episodes of it. There you go. And it'll start placing things down. And now it'll start dropping. Now it's dropping the wood. You can see it dropping the wood. And that Rhinocarpus over there should pick up the wood and place it down now. It's not doing it there, but it should pick it up. They're going to be kind of offset, but there's no big deal on that. But yeah. Yeah, it's doing it, see. You can see it now do it. There you go. It's all good. The next thing, I did move all my stuff over here, so I'll set up. I have a mana battery up here and down there to make it even. I have this set up to add more, but I've never done it. Other things that I've done. Next, you can see chorus fruit in the black background. Chorus plants growing in the background. This is something that I didn't do on camera, so I'm not even going to go over that. And it wasn't actually in a later episode anyway, so it wasn't done in one of the lost episodes. But I had a lot of lag issues, is why I couldn't cover the videos at all. But this is the next thing I did. This is the next episode. This was used to create. You're going to see my massive garden. This was used to create these things. They're growing standing stones. You power the block of redstone. I made these to grow this inferium crop a lot faster. You can see how fast they actually grow the plants. I mean, this is fertilized dirt as well, so you had to think it's going like incredibly fast. But these are created using. Do I have this tablet in my inventory? Here it is, the runic tablet. It's from what's mod of this? Roots, I think it is. Yeah, it's Roots. It's the Roots mod that I went through. Unfortunately, I really hate the fact that this was lost from the video. If all the things that would have been salvageable, I could have salvaged that one. I would have. But I'll probably, when I get ready to do some more of this stuff, I'll go back into what I did. But basically, I had to create an energized stone using this craziness. Yeah, it looks complicated, but it's really not. You just have to have these items. This is why why I'm gathering them. Up here, I actually have them gathered. I have several things gathered, such as the verdant springs, the bulbs, and it also was birch bark and something else. Wheat, I believe. It was birch bark and wheat. Yeah, birch bark's not here. Birch bark's somewhere else. Which I can go into really quick as well. But wheat obviously is downstairs. I don't know if you've even seen this yet. More than likely not. But wheat. And you haven't seen this yet. And I think I may have some birch bark. I do not. I do not have my birch bark. I don't have any birch bark. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't have any. Okay. But that's what you do. But you basically have to have... I can actually create another one of these because it's not going to actually hurt to create another one of these things. Bark harvesting. I just need like one piece if I do it. I need glowstone, runestone symbol, and attuned standing stone. So let's get an attuned standing stone. I don't have any of these runestones apparently. There we go, now we do. And I'll get into this system in a moment. Runestone is the one with etching. Burnstone symbol, and I need glowstone, which is just as easily gatherable right here. Alright, and I need a piece of birch bark, which I think I may have my knife here. I do not have my knife here. What is it? Bark. Where did I put it? See, I don't know if you saw me play all the face of this furniture according to where I was. Let's do at roots and find it real quick. Let's just make another one. Plank. Oh yeah, that's something I haven't even actually recorded in my other thing about what I just did. So that's a preview and a half. That's what I'm trying not to do too much off the cuff. But getting bark is you basically just right click on it, and I have a piece of birch bark. It's kind of easy. It's really simple and effective. I need the infernal bulb, thank you. I also need this. Really simpliness. Alright. So I should have all the stuff. So let's do one of these real quick. I can always use another one because I have the other farm. I will continue that a little bit later because that's something I was kind of doing off camera anyway and explaining it in the episode. But this, simply I just crafted all this stuff very easily. It's really simply crafted and just laid it out as it's supposed to be. But I just have to lay out all these things around in these things. And you can kind of see them just chilling there, floating. It's kind of weird. And then you can have this, this, and this. So there's this, this, and this spinning around there. And then I have to burn these. And then you just right click. Oh, you're supposed to, I think it's just right click or something. There it goes. Shift right click. And it does a fancy sound thingy. And you get a fancy little thing. It's really simple, but you can actually create multiple out of one thing. But this thing, as I said, you just get a redstone block or any redstone signal, and you just place it down. I'm just going to place it right here. That's the same thing I just have over there. See how simple that was and effective? Very, very easy. Very cool mod. I really like it. Which is very interesting. See, it's still burning, so I could actually create more if I wanted to. But I can get the other materials kind of easy, so it's no big deal. I'm not that fussed with wasting a little bit of materials because I just gathered them. But that was part 2. We're going to go over the next thing. Well, technically it wasn't the next thing. It was actually the next after that. Which I'll go over this thing right here that I just went up to. I decided not to do applied logistics. I decided to do refined storage instead. Because I could not find any Certus quartz, essentially. So that's why I chose to do refined storage instead. Also, refined storage has no limit on types. It just has bits, just types, just bits. You basically just have a limit on just amount of storage, essentially. That's about it. You just have drives, you shove them in there. That's your lot. And that's it. It pretty much works almost identical to Applied Logistics. Basically, Applied Logistics 1, almost essentially, to me. It's very simple. It's very simplistic. Only deal is you can't really hide the cables like you can Applied Logistics 2, so it's kind of fantastic and all that stuff. One thing I did was, see, all my storage drawers over here are voided and max upgraded. Like seriously, well, not max upgrade because I can actually add more emerald upgrades, but they are voided with an emerald upgrade on it. Voiding means that if I have any more of it, it'll just void out, like say cobblestone being maxed out right here and infinitely having more in it. The deal is, over here behind it, I have this external storage device, which is routed from the refined storage. This hooks into my refined storage system, and it is also a very high priority. Meaning everything will go in and out of the storage drawers before it goes into the drives themselves, meaning that it's all hooked in, all nice and neat and organized into both this system, my old system, and this system, which is fantastic. Um, so yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, like if I type in redstone, only deal is it does show the compacting cores as a thing, as a having other thing, but that means I can both use the base versions and the high tier versions without having to craft or decraft them into their forms that you need, which is actually quite handy in their own form. But here's where all my crafting of refined storage uh, bits are. They're solderers. They're kind of set automatically. Um, these make the bits that make the refined storage system. It's kind of hard to explain them. I don't know why it goes over 100. It's really bizarre. It's really weird. I may change that because I don't like the fact that it does that. They're actually going right now because I finally have, I think, silicon going or something. I don't know how I managed to get silicon going, but I do. I don't understand. Oh, I have this going. That's why. But that's something I added later. But they're finally going because didn't have it going for the very long time. But basically, it's just the way I cleaned up all this stuff. The other thing I did was I did go to the end. I finally got rid of the Ender Dragon. And I think this is the final thing that was lost, which is the final thing, a final client capture that I did because I'm currently screen capturing instead of client capturing. Was I went to the end. You can see Mr. Ender Dragon Head. This is from the This is all my end stuff. There's a dragon egg, end crystals that I got from Shulkers, the dragon heart, dragon's breath that I gathered up, and of course the elytra. I also went and explored the end and to its fullest and got some stuff as well. But I got the dragon head off the front of a ship that had the elytra in it, and I killed the ender dragon. I could probably salvage that piece, so if I had it, I did. Anyway, that's just basically a refresher to what was missed because I will mention it in previous follow-up episodes. So I gathered me some coarse plants for purpose of building and stuff because that was my intent to gather these from the end. That was one of my reasons for going to the end. And I think that's the lot. That's what I have written down of the stuff that was lost. You'll see, as I said, you'll see a lot of stuff that wasn't mentioned about because it's not covered because I actually did that after those episodes, so we'll go into that at another time. I can't remember if I did Architecture Crafting before or after. So anyway, as I said, it's unfortunate that I lost those episodes, but instead of pining and worrying about them any longer than I did, we can just sit here and watch my lovely Botania area, which is unfortunately lost. But yeah, as I said, we I've done Botania fully to an extent before. We can watch this happen again, which is really cool anyway. That's really neat. It's really cool though. I really like this thing. It helps quite a lot. There's a button in here. I don't know why I have buttons. I have no idea. But anyway, this is where I'm going to leave this, and we will continue back with regularly scheduled programs. Hopefully next time. Hopefully none of the other episodes break. I know it's my computer, so that should be getting fixed within the next week because I have new computer parts that I have to put in my computer. So as I said, hopefully everything's going to get fixed, and hopefully that's the last episodes that will get broken now that I'm no longer client capturing. As I said, I apologize for the unfortunateness of the whole having to do this little like briefing of what happened episode kind of thing, but yeah, it's a thing. I can't help it. Can't fix them. I tried. But yeah, I will see you all next time. Bye.